Hey everyone, hope you guys are all having a wonderful day out there today. Bitcoin's doing okay, the market's doing okay, but we did get some good news from the government today. So that's really the gist of today's video. So I'm about an hour late of my stream. Last night I was like, I'm gonna try to stream at 12 o'clock at noon and then 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and then all of a sudden my grandparents came over at noon, and then I was like, oh, I can't stream then. And then I'm supposed to be up in Seattle right now at an event, but I was like, I don't want to really drive to Seattle right now, so here I am streaming. Otherwise I would have been streaming like at 1 o'clock in the morning or something like that. So it's been a very, very, very long day. Before we get started here, Loki's already being a big baby, so he gets to start off with a single tiny treat, as you guys can see right here, as he claws into me. Yeah. He bites gently. I guess that's the best way to think about it. But he sees that there's so many other treats over here. But he doesn't realize those are the treats for the rest of the night, not just for now. So now he's just kind of sitting here pouting. Would you like one more treat? This is a salmon treat of some type, and he very much loves these. Alright, so, Loki, good boy. And he waited. He did wait. Oh my god, your claws, dude. Your claws. Yeah, I know. You're like a part bear or something like that. Thank you for being gentle. Bath time. Come here. Bath. Bath scares him off just enough where he's like, okay, I don't want to bother Michael a little bit more. But I hope you guys are all doing well. Hey, Dolphin, happy to see you. And Jonathan, definitely a good day here for the markets overall, I would say. Really, the thing that's changing quite a bit right now, I think, is just all the Trump mania. If you guys look at Trump token right now, after it was down quite a bit yesterday, what is Trump token to right now? It's currently back up to $41 here after being down in the 30s, after being up in the 70s, I believe. So it was a crazy time out there. I don't know if any of you guys actually traded the token. I did. I was happy enough to kind of just take a YOLO for you guys and see where it went. It definitely paid off. My stop loss was hit the other day. It was maybe about a half an hour before the Melania token came out. I got stopped out of the token. 75% stopped out of the token, I should say. That being said, it was definitely an exciting roller coaster ride because I was lucky enough not to really have much negative time with it. I think at most it went down like 100%, 200% of the value, and then afterwards it really shot up toward that, like when I ended up selling it at like 6,500% profit. So I was really happy with that, but definitely don't recommend doing stuff like that in the future, right? Man. And hey, the Dolphin, see, the only thing about me streaming early is I don't wake up early, right? So if I normally go to bed at 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock every night. I'm not like mentally equipped to wake up that early. But like my thing is, like, if I'm ever up that early, I might as well just do a stream then. But from when I've tried to do streams in the morning, this is also my concern. Whereas tonight, maybe I get 100 people watching, maybe 150 or something crazy happens to the market, right? Whereas if I do it in the morning, it's usually going to be about 30 to 40 people watching at max, right? And so nobody really watches those morning streams. This makes it really difficult for me to like go live during that time. Never been really sure why, because I thought there would be enough East Coasters, right, to watch, but I don't think they really know about my channel because just that, you know, I'm usually a Pacific Coast type of streamer, right? So that's a little bit of an issue there. Netflix is awesome today. I did not hear about Netflix. I don't own any Netflix, actually. I got some of my retirement, but not like as far as swing trading and things like that. Maybe I'll check it out a little later. And hey, Johan, happy to see you, my man. So let's get started with some of this Bitcoin technical analysis, and then we're just going to kind of go through some tokens that are moving, go over some news here. The big Trump pardon thing, that was the big news here. Crypto.com is making some moves. So there's definitely some things to consider today, but I think most of all, we just want to figure out where Bitcoin's going here, right? As far as the weekly charts, I know we've covered this before. MACD is still bullish. The stochastic is trying to be bullish, but it's not there just yet. And the RSI is bullish as of now. So we got 2 out of 3 with a perceived breakout, I guess you could say, because we did actually hit all-time highs here a few days ago, a few hours ago, and that was really nice to see. Really, my big concern is, like, please don't let this be some type of double top, right? I'm really hoping that... Sorry, I'm trying to like relax in this chair, but it feels kind of odd today. I don't know why. There you go. Oh, I know why. Sorry. That's my fault. I got my feet in one of those heated feet warmers, so it forces my feet together, which means I don't lounge out like that like I normally do. But right now, I'm just hoping we don't have something like a double top forming right here, right? So momentum seems to be good. The things that are getting us more momentum happened to be more about politics and perceived changes coming with the dollar index, right? So before we hop into the daily chart and everything like that, do a little bit more technicals, go over here to the dollar index, and you can see we've kind of been moving down since last week, right? I believe this is for a couple reasons right now. The first one is Trump said he was going to do some tariffs on day one. It appears that he's moved those over to February 1st, which gives us a little bit more time here, which is going to be interesting. And then Trump has already started to reverse a lot of regulations and things like that from the Biden era that appear to be just making it a little bit easier for money to flow around, which is going to be great for the dollar. There's some other stuff in there, I'm sure, but I think it's mostly the political stuff. And a little bit more peace in the world, perhaps. Trump also talked about Putin and Ukraine last night, which was interesting, while signing all those executive orders. Oh, and if you guys did watch the inauguration, how did you like it? I thought it was pretty good overall. I liked it. Trump ranted a little bit too long during his second speech, but I was like, he's talking to his supporters, his diehards, so I guess, that's what they want to see. Great visuals, very, very good visuals. I felt bad for Biden. Biden looked old. He looked like he was just ready to go. Obama looked okay. Bush was hilarious as normal. Kamala, okay. And Clinton's okay. Bill was always funny. And then Jeff Bezos, his wife, I don't know what she was wearing, but it was crazy. Then Zuckerberg, the meme, I saw that real time, and I was like, damn, Zuck, what you doing? However, we do see the dollar index coming down a little bit. We do see there's an opportunity here for a more bearish MACD, and that bearish MACD may give us a big move down, which would be great because that'd make Bitcoin obviously be moving much, much higher. Kick in also more of an altcoin movement, and I'll talk about altcoins here in a second. But the daily chart, we do have a bearish MACD as of the 15th of January. We didn't talk about it too much because honestly, it didn't really matter until we broke back down below this 20, right? 20 usually gives us a few days of just staying steady. Oh, actually, this one didn't. Economic data day. Yeah, so we are hoping for something good out of that. Maybe if we're lucky, it'll even cause something of a death cross that can get us moving a little bit more, or just confirm that we are seeing these trends go in a more negative way, which would be great for the dollar index, like we talked about before. Now, let's go over here very fast. As far as the daily charts for Bitcoin, I mean, you can already see this is pretty much a handful, guys. It's just chaotic. It's very, very chaotic. If you guys recall, over the past couple weeks, I was like, okay, I'm going to open up a trade right here, and I'm going to ride it up here because I saw momentum shifting, right? And then I got stopped out, and then we hit my target, and I was like, well, screw this. I'm just going to do even tighter day trades, right? Because it's like a 1, 2, 3 day type of trade. And so I've been doing a little bit of day trading over here. You guys know I bought some of that Trump token, and that wasn't good. I know I have a picture of the profit. So what I have on the screen is actually less than what I made. No, is more than what I made because I had a stop loss at $64 and the price at this time was higher. Yeah, see, I just did put a 75% stop loss on Trump token at 64, letting the rest ride long term, right? And it definitely hit 64. Oh, actually, no, this was the mark price 60. So I actually I made like 6,500%, something like that, which is pretty good. So I was pretty happy with the return on this investment. Some of you guys took profits at $72. That was haram. I did not take profits there. I was just like, let me just see what happens here and have a stop loss just in case. And boy, oh boy, did it kept running up more and more and more. Like I was excited when it hit 1,700% back at $37. And all of a sudden I was like, okay, let me wake up, and then boom. I mean, it was definitely an exciting time here. I probably wouldn't risk it again. 50x leverage is kind of insane if you ask me. But okay. Let's go back over here very fast. As of the last few days, you've definitely seen Bitcoin just getting smacked down over and over and over again. Although we did make an all-time high again, it just seems like we're getting smacked down. To me, that doesn't matter as much because I am looking at some bullishness still. The daily chart's fine so far. Really, if you guys are looking for a reason to be concerned, it's going to be the same reason as before. Just a little bit of a different move here. We have this nice uptrend right now. If we can somehow stay above this and have a breakout, I'd be really happy. Notice that we weren't able to actually close above this yellow line right here, the previous all-time high. We just weren't able to close above it, but we did manage to at least break above it, which is always a good sign because that gets people very, very hyped up about what could happen in the future. I feel like working out is fucking up my back because I feel like I'm obligated to sit forward now. But yeah. that's kind of the gist here right now. That being said, 15-minute chart, you guys know the drill. In fact, actually, this should actually be fine. New York time is still the fun time as far as being trading here. I will have to say this was Sunday, so there was no actual market being open, but during that Tokyo time, there was actually a nice little light move there. New York, not much there. New York, a little bit of volatility, but not much, right? It's pretty slow for a while on Thursday. But all of a sudden, Trump time, and we're just kind of seeing these crazy moves happen right now. I'm excited to see what happens tomorrow morning. I would say just be aware that a lot of what we're going to see happen here as far as movements and fluctuations in the price of Bitcoin, it's more going to be about what Trump is doing and what executive orders Trump is signing, which he hasn't really done much of, I think, as far as cryptocurrency, and kind of what the policies are going to be, right? So some of the news that we have on that front, I'll talk about in a second, but I just wanted to give you guys a quick little update about some of the stuff and which way it's moving. So here's a 4-hour chart for Bitcoin. You can see it's pretty darn nasty. Let me go over here to my arrow. There we go. Ethereum, a little bit nice, a little bit more of a consolidation. If you guys are looking for a day trade, I mean, just pay attention to that. If I can double click, there we go. Oscillators have just turned bullish on all the daily charts. The weekly charts are still technically bullish for the MACD, RSI stochastic more bearish, but there is an opportunity, I think, for Ethereum to have a big pull here, so just keep track of that. You may see Ethereum make a run back up here towards 3690 perhaps. I think that'd be a good move. On top of that, you are looking at the momentum and the volatility that comes along with moving averages. So just keep an eye on Ethereum. You might be surprised to see that it may have a nice little pop here. Either way, it's going to be volatile because, as you can see, just like Bitcoin, we do have a little bit of a trend line right there. So just be aware, guys, okay? And then also, long story short there, you know, have fun with that. But I do think this breakout would lead into something greater. We'd have to wait for that breakout first. Solana already had a rapid move. This was not a technical move, I guess you could say. This was all because of the Trump token and what happened there. The Melania token, there were a whole bunch of knockoff Baron tokens, I believe. So it was just a lot of chaos in the system. And Solana went up a lot, then it went down a lot. And that down movement right there was a little bit of like oversold, you know, or overbought, people taking their profits. And the Solana network kind of got congested, which was not a good thing to see. Sometimes even the, you know, the most, some of the best blockchain systems, I guess, they can still be overwhelmed. I don't know a better way to say that, but even the ones that have the higher market caps, they're not perfect. And I think we've seen that a lot. You know, heck, even Coinbase being one of the best, not best, but top crypto companies, they still crash a lot. They still crash a lot. So that was interesting. All right. Dogecoin had a little bit of a move today, actually, which I think you guys would have enjoyed. This was because of the new Doge website. Well, this is the executive order establishing and implementing the President's Department of Government Efficiency. All right. I don't really want to read the order here, but maybe it's on here. Where's the website? Where's the website? Why do stories have to be looked like that? Like, my computer is at 100% zoom in. It's just broken. I feel like it's just meant for the phone, nothing else. Nope. If I click on it, it doesn't take me where it needs to go now. Okay. If anybody knows the actual website name, let me know. I'm sure it's probably something very simple, but I don't want to go testing out a bunch of names. As far as Trump token is concerned right now, this is the daily chart off of what we have. In reality, maybe the 1 hour chart looks best. But if you guys recall, we bought back over here together. It did go up high. I got stopped out, I believe. Is it here? 3. No. Over here. No. I did get stopped off within this hour. I think it actually dipped a little bit though before it had this big spike. No. Yeah, I think on weeks actually I got stopped out right here, and then it went higher, and then of course it started to dump when the Melania token came out. A clean breakout, everybody bought, but right now it's been kind of this downtrend here, and it's just been holding and holding and holding, looking for another excuse to break out. I actually need to test this out very fast. Get out of there. There you go. So there could be another breakout happening with this in the future. So if you guys did want to hop on board and try to go long, there is a reason to do it. I think right now spot is probably the best thing you can do. As you can see, of course, I mean, there can be some rapid moves down. So leverage is probably not your best friend here. Imagine buying this breakout, right? Having a stop loss here at 9%, you know, so that's already a pretty big stop loss right there, 9%. But of course, if you don't have that, it spikes all the way to like down at 22%, which is just absolutely insane. So be careful with this one, guys. This is one of those more dangerous ones to trade, but of course, it's one of the most fun. So as long as you guys act like grown-ups, don't invest too much money, don't go crazy with the leverage, you guys will be just fine. But please, you know, just make sure you guys are careful with it. Of course, it's just a crazy token, right? And then other than that, we do have a little bit of a trend line like that. Keep an eye on it. I'm hoping that it does have a breakout, but right now, you know, it remains to be seen. We don't really have enough data just yet to go through all the MACD, stochastics, and RSIs. It'll take weeks for all that data to come in there, but if you guys are looking for an opportunity, I mean, it's pretty much there. I'd probably say I'd wait for the breakout to actually occur, or if you wanted to use this as an opportunity to accumulate, go for it. But as far as like, hey, this is the trade I want to do, I'd probably just wait for the breakout here and see what can happen next, because Trump should be, you know, launching more news, making more news over the next few days. He was doing a bunch of stuff today. I don't know if you guys know this, but like he went to church today, I guess, and then the female bishop, she was like not very godly to Trump, I guess you would say. So it was just, yeah, there's always going to be news around Trump right now, and of course you can see that it's still trending right now as Trump. As far as what's moving today, AI16Z, it is coming back with a fury. If you guys recall, this was down a lot over the last few days, so if you guys wanted to day trade something other than official Trump, that's also something that's working out. Sonic, I haven't seen too much about it, but I may learn more about it in the future. It's at 1.7 billion. Hyperliquid, I have some of this, but I've just been holding. Nice move up 16% today. A lot of the stuff was down quite a bit over the last few days, which is why you're seeing it have such a good day now. VeChain fine, World Token actually making a move. World Token, this is interesting. I own this, but it has not been working out in my favor. This thing, I told you guys, or one of you guys a few weeks ago, I'm just buying and holding it, and so far, it's been meh. Mostly meh. Fetch AI is even coming up right now. Quant is coming up right now. We're seeing a little bit, and right now, if you guys look at Chronos here, it's actually up around 10%, and that's because we have some news coming out from them. Excuse me, Crypto.com to launch U.S. institutional crypto investing platform. This is really exciting. You guys aren't going to really use this. This is for all the wealthy people out on the East Coast and West Coast and South and North, whatever you want to call them, just the rich folk. The Singapore-based crypto conglomerate has been expanding its footprint in the United States market following Donald Trump's presidential victory. Let's see. Here we go. Crypto.com has announced the launch of an institutional trading platform that will supplement its crypto retail trading mobile application. According to a January 21st announcement, the new platform will feature over 300 trading pairs and enable advanced trading strategies for institutional firms. That's the big thing right here. Institutional firms. Now, this doesn't seem like a lot for you and me because we're not going to really use this. However, institutional firms have a lot of money, so that means they could be trading Bitcoin with the rest of us, which could definitely mean that our swings get even larger, our falls get even more volatile, which I think is going to be a good thing for Bitcoin. I do like that volatility involved in it. And then, of course, it just means more money overall having access to Bitcoin, which, again, makes the good times even better. And right now, we are in a good time as Bitcoin is at, what, like $105,000 right now? 105,896 with a possibility of a flag breakout there. Oh, let's go back over here very fast. Let's see right here. There you go. Approximately 70% of crypto activity in North America consisted of transfers exceeding $1 million. Excuse me, the largest percentage of any region measured in the report. The reasons for this are multifold. The United States has a vast wealth and deep capital markets, according to data compiled by Statistica. Right? So there's a lot of money that wants to, go here, and maybe Crypto.com can scoop some of it up. I don't want to talk about the rest of this stuff because, of course, it is quite boring. But again, we are seeing some movement there. On top of that, I don't know if you guys have heard about this story. I think it dropped maybe in the last hour or so, maybe 2 hours. I think if you guys actually go over to X. Ichiro, there you go. Sorry, I'm a huge Ichiro fan. I watched him growing up. He's freaking amazing. Only one person voted against him. That person's a freaking bastard. But anyway, watch a guru. Breaking: President Donald Trump officially pardoned Silk Road founder Ross Ulbricht, and that was 2 hours ago. It was trending at the time. Ichiro, okay, Ichiro. There he goes, Ross Silk Road right here, right? So a lot of stuff going on. I'm happy about it, of course. Mostly because I felt like the guy did his time. This wasn't such a huge thing, I think, personally for me. As far as I'm concerned, I was like, I could live my life fine. But I did notice that when I went to Nashville and Trump spoke there, one of his biggest applause lines that he got, and I think he remembered this in the back of his mind, was saying that he was going to pardon Ross, and you heard the crowd just erupt, and it was crazy because Trump feeds off of that, as you guys might imagine. So when he sees things like that, he's like, oh, this is something that will help me out in the future. So a little bit of a reminder, if you guys do see Trump at a conference in the future and he says something like, I want to get Bitcoin to $5 million, you better make sure everybody around you and yourself are just cheering at the top of your lungs, because that gives him more of an incentive to actually, do some of this work here. This is the tweet that he put out here. I just called the mother of Ross, William Ulbricht, I can't pronounce his name right, to let her know that in honor of her and the libertarian movement, which supported me so strongly, it is my pleasure to have just signed a full and unconditional pardon for her son, Ross. The scum that worked to convict him were some of the same lunatics who were involved in the modern-day weaponization of government against me. He was given 2 life sentences plus 40 years. Ridiculous. And boom. I mean, there we go. I mean, Trump, of course, feels like he was subject to lawfare, right? And to a certain degree, he's not lying. The government definitely went after him. If he would have just freaking moved to Dubai and just disappeared, nobody would have brought charges against him. No raid on his wife's panty drawer, all that shit. They would have left him alone. But the fact that he wanted to stay in the politics, they were like, but they went after him. But again, this is just kind of his way of tying everything together and fulfilling one of his campaign promises. We're not used to really seeing politicians keep their promises, to be honest. So this is kind of nice and refreshing, which sucks because why is it refreshing to have a politician do what they say? It's just one of those times. But basically, that's all the news is here. There isn't really so much going on besides that. It's all just about Ross, Silk Road, how bad the government is. Libertarians are awesome. But again, just something that's very good. Very good for Trump keeping his promise to the crypto movement, if you will. And then the last big story here I wanted to talk to you guys about is here's what happened in crypto today. I love this little thing they have every now and again. But basically, there's just a few topics. I don't think I need to talk about every single one as far as go into the data, but just kind of read the headlines for you. The SEC launches crypto task force led by Hester Pierce. So, let me actually just read this one, because it actually is pretty interesting. The U.S. SEC has taken its first steps towards crypto regulatory clarity following the former chair Gary Gensler's departure on January 20th. According to a January 21st announcement, the agency is creating a crypto task force dedicated to developing a framework for digital assets. The task force will be led by Commissioner Hester Pierce, dubbed Crypto Mom. You guys have definitely seen her before on CNBC, Fox Business. If you guys have been to any of the major expos, she's there. She's liked crypto for a while, and she is very good at what she does. Really good what she does. I can't get access to Bloomberg. Let me see. Is there any actually things here? Actually, no, this is actually a good enough place here. 107,000 followers as a bureaucrat. You know, she has some power. You know, people like her. She's not boring if she has 107,000 followers, right? Let's see. Wait for it. She hasn't tweeted much at all, actually. Some thoughts on the SEC's recent cyber settlements. Oh, that's kind of cool. I wish I could have met her in Philadelphia. I was in Philadelphia around that time. But yeah, she's a pretty big pro crypto person. I've only really seen her at expos and on CNBC though, so that's something to keep aware of, or be aware of, I guess. Let's see. Musk Doge agency launches official website with Dogecoin logo. Dogecoin rallied more than 11% today. We talked about that a few minutes ago. Look at that chart, was beautiful. And the latest developments around Elon Musk's agency for U.S. government efficiency. The Department of Government Efficiency, Doge, led by Musk and aimed at cutting government spending and streamlining regulations, launched its official website on January 21st. And what's interesting about this actually is Vivek is no longer part of this. Vivek has been sidelined. I don't know what Vivek did to piss people off. Do any of you guys know what he did? Because he's pretty much banished, and like, he was banished. He was banished. I don't know what the guy did. I think he's going to go run for governor of Ohio, but he was in Trump's good graces for a while, then all of a sudden he must have did something to piss off everybody because, you know, he's no longer involved with Doge. Oh, Doge.gov. Oh, jeez. Doge.gov. Of course it was something simple. Oh, man. Oh, an official website of the United States government. The Department of Government Efficiency, the people voted for major reform. Department of Government, okay, Doge. So there's nothing yet here. /info. /about. Nope. Nothing yet here. No, I can't change any more contact. That's taking a little bit longer to load. But I don't see much happening here. Nope. Yeah, so we'll get updates about it, but that's all there is to the website here. Let's see. Trump wraps day one actions with no moves on crypto. I would say that's not exactly true just because of what we saw happen with the new pardon, right? But he hasn't really made any bold moves as far as executive actions on cryptocurrency just yet. When he does, I expect Bitcoin to have another big pop, which makes it kind of hard to do technical analysis, as we've been talking about. Bitcoin's back above 106,000. You can see the volatility happening there. I don't know how that makes you feel, but I don't like looking at stuff like that when it comes to the charts. It just looks worrisome because I don't want to have a long and everything look good. Then all of a sudden, boom, you know, there's some news or something that breaks, and all of a sudden, smack goes Bitcoin. Or if I'm trying to short this breakdown, you know, well, I guess it hit the support level, so you probably would have sold that, but still closed the position. But you know, to see it spec back up like that, it's a lot of volatility, which can make you a little bit wary about hopping in, unless you guys have a good stop loss or something similar. Because even right now, we are looking for a breakout to happen sometime over the next couple hours, and that breakout could push it back up above. Maybe 107,000 bucks, something like that. That could actually be a pretty good move here. We'll wait on that one a little bit more. As far as other stories that we saw, you know, Trump pardons, Artifact Ventures into Epic territory, meme coin Pegu, right? Sponsor, it's mostly a bunch of nothing here as far as news is concerned today. Everything else we've talked about. Coinbase CEO, future stablecoin regs likely to demand full U.S. Treasury backing. That's kind of something we do need if you want to see Bitcoin go parabolic. Like we saw with the banking system, when they kind of go down, the government steps in to say, hey, we're going to protect all of your money. And I do think that having that safety net is good, or at least having insurance. But honestly, like, I don't know if I can imagine Bitcoin having SPIC insurance or FDIC insurance. I just don't visualize it, but that could be something that we keep an eye on. Now, we just started the new day a few hours ago. Is there anything actually moving right now? Pro still moving a little bit off that news we just talked about. Tron is moving a little bit here. Nice consistent rally. USDC, that's a market cap. Let's see. Oh, Dogecoin Mars is up a little bit here as well after a pretty, no, this is a 15-minute chart. Oh, okay. This has been moving up a little bit. I have some of this, but to be frank, it really hasn't done anything. You know, I guess only now it's starting to do something. Only now. I mean, but how big was this move here? Yeah, that was like a 300% move in a matter of minutes. So, nice, but like I didn't see it, so I didn't sell, so I didn't make any money. So I'm still I'm still holding. Nothing. Russell 2000's up a little bit more. Dow Jones a little bit up more. Gold's still chugging. Huh? Is it coming back up to resistance? It is. Gold is doing some fun stuff here. Bitcoin breaks out. You may see gold break out as well, which would be actually really nice to see. There you go. First speech was awesome, beautiful. I did like Trump's speech a lot. I thought it was actually very, very good. I mean, he was pretty frank about the state of the country, what he's trying to do. It didn't sound like an inaugural speech to me. It actually sounded like he was just trying to set forth like his agenda, his priorities, what he wants to do, and not the graciousness of like, hey, thank you for electing me president. Thanks, Joe Biden, for being before me. We got a lot of work to do, so let's come together as a country. He's more like, hey, I want to fix the border. Let's do this. I want to fix your economy. Let me fix the economy by drill, baby, drill. Like he was getting into more specifics than I think a normal president does during these things. But I like the transparency, to be honest. I did enjoy it quite a bit. I didn't get a chance to watch the whole thing. Like I was in bed that morning. I thought I was going to go up to Seattle to watch it with some friends and stuff. But I woke up at 6 o'clock and I was just like, I really don't feel like getting up, showering, you know, and driving up there. So I just sat in my bed and watched most of it there. Nice and chill. What would you buy with 50K to get 1 million? Oh man, that's tough. For most of my stuff, you know, if you want to get that type of money, you're usually going to have to go to lower market cap tokens, which are very high risk, and it's not going to have, like, I wouldn't buy just one thing to do that. I'd probably buy 5 or 6 different types of things, and it would be a mix of AI tokens, some meme coins that have low market caps, and then just hoping I am able to get lucky. Maybe even saving 1,000 of that 50,000 for a rapid fire shot at a new Baron token whenever it gets launched. That's probably the fastest way, but again, it's like the highest risk way, because I believe there was some. Wasn't there a Baron token? I think it was fake though. Yeah, rug me once on Baron, shame on you. Rug me twice on Baron, shame on me. Rug me 3 times on Baron, shame on you again. You're just taking advantage of a retarded man. I mean, but it's still being tweeted out right now. Baron to 6 billion, or I delete this tweet. Is this the same one? So there's one right now getting mentioned quite a bit, I guess. So let's see. And again, I don't think this is the official Baron one, like a one that Trump has retweeted and stuff like that. I don't think Trump has retweeted any of those. Liquidity 4 is probably the largest one. 0, yeah, 2 days ago. Okay. Volume. Yeah, this one has all the volume. Yeah, I see a $38 million market cap, and let me see. Let's go to the past 4-hour charts. So it launched up. It's been consolidating. If you want something that has 50-50 chance, or I would say 70-30 chance, 70 chance of being a rug pull, 30% chance of going off, this is probably a shot. For me, you know, as you guys know, I've never been shy of just saying this. I tried to like do some meme coins with you, and I was like, don't buy these things because I have no idea how any of this works. I'm just going to choose some meme coins I find around and I have some buzz, and I'm gonna see how they do. and I tossed in about 5 to 50 bucks in each token, and every single token I bought went straight to the gutter after I bought it. Now I might have put $5 in there, maybe it went up to like 10, 15 bucks, and I was like, oh, that's some really good money, but it still went back down to zero. So there was no like, oh my god, it went to the heavens, like $5 and it turned into $1,000 type of stuff, which is what I was hoping for. Right now, this Baron thing, this might be the best one you have. It looks like it opened up on the 19th before the inauguration at 16. I don't want to do military math. It's like 4 o'clock or 6. I don't know. Where be scales? 4 p.m. Oh, okay. I was kind of right. Okay. Yeah. 4 p.m. on the 19th, which was what? Sunday? Yeah. I think that. So you can still see there's some money moving in here. At this point in time, you can see there's still people trading. I can scroll down here, not on the chart. God damn it. Oh, there we go. You know, I'm still seeing stuff, you know, happen. But I see a lot of sales coming in here, a lot of sales. So, no taxes, it looks like. Do they have a website? So there's no website. There's a Telegram group. It says blocked. Hold on a second here. Let's go over to a 50-minute chart. There you go. You can see pretty much a whole bunch of nothing. Now, I'm looking at this Telegram group, and let me go into it very fast. And let me go right here. I don't see anybody's posting. I just see all the buys. Right, so there's like nobody posting in here talking about stuff. Right, somebody spent $200, somebody spent $112, somebody spent $500. You know, they're taking some shots in the dark. A couple $100, yeah, sure, why not? This guy has a little bit more money, $650 into it, $250. You know, people just tossing a couple $100 because it's at $30 million market cap, and if it goes higher, it goes higher. You know, it's extremely high risk. What am I gonna say? It's just something like, damn, it can be really good or it can be really bad. I would say, due to my own experiences, it's probably gonna be very bad, but I know everybody has their own way of gambling, and I think a lot of people choose to gamble like this. Like, for example, I'm not going to be streaming on a Thursday with you guys in the evening because I am going to the casino with my grandparents and some of my grandparents' friends for my grandfather's birthday. So I won't be streaming. I'll try it maybe when I get back, but you know, during the normal 5 o'clock time, I'll be at a nice steakhouse that they just opened up there. It's really nice. But afterwards, I'm gonna gamble maybe $200, $300, and I may very well lose that money. That being said, if I wasn't gonna do it there, maybe I'd gamble on this. You know what I mean? Like it's just a really big gamble. You really gotta really love to gamble if you're gonna hop into a token like that. Because I'm looking at these, right? Like Jack trades crypto, right? All this dude is doing, and probably a bot, is just Baron, 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 Baron. The guy, this could be a bot for all I know. I mean, like, let me see this guy. Baron, Baron. That's not Baron. This is one that's okay. Yeah, it's actually a real person. Yeah, actually not a bad thing. So yeah, so I don't know. It's just, to me, it's like meh. Thanks Pickle and the other guy. Pickle and the Donald Rocks. I appreciate you guys. But I'm just like, you know, It's such a high risk thing to do. If you guys are buying it, let me know, because I'd love to see if it pops up out of nowhere. I'd love to see if you guys are able to get some good returns out of it. Yeah, I don't know. For me, it's more like super high risk. Let me take a sip of my water very fast. There we go. But Melania coin was a flop. Yeah, so let me pull that up very fast. It really didn't do anything. I think the market. Oh, damn. Yeah. Like ICP 2.0. Here's the 15-minute chart. Since it hopped on Binance, it's pretty much been selling off. And now we flattened out a little bit, right? Let me go over here to the Trump token on the 15-minute chart as well, right? Trump seems to still be going up generally, you know? Melania really isn't doing the same. So I'm curious to see if perhaps Melania tries to trail or follow the same type of movements of Trump token as the next couple weeks go along, or is this just going to be a slow rug that maybe dies out? But I think what I heard is, did Trump actually retweet the Melania token information? Like, didn't they retweet that one? I don't know. Because if he did retweet it, I'd probably just hold it for the long term, just in case something happens. But with Melania, the market cap isn't really there for it. There we go. So right now it looks like the official market cap is $781 million. That's low enough for you to buy in. The price is $4. You can get in there if you want to, but you're kind of hoping for a huge move. And again, although Melania is nice, she wore some great outfits yesterday, really great outfits. Trump is the president, right? I think that's the big thing. Trump is the president. Most of the eyeballs are going to be on Donald Trump. Taking a 5-second dog break. Oh, what is this? Is this a treat? Oh, did you want that? Oh, that's what I thought. But yeah. So I think it's still taking a shot, I guess. But just in case it has a yellow. Go over here to market cap last 7 days. It did spike up to 2.21 billion. Not bad. The website was kind of God. There's a new note here now. It says, "Oh man, I didn't see when I was loading cursive. They were phasing it out, right? It was that generation." Dear Solana, your support. There you go. Your support for me over the years has been nothing short of amazing. And for that, I am immensely grateful. Sincerely, Melania Trump, or squiggle. I don't know if that's what you call a signature, but whatever. I think it's like Donald Trump's one. Just that photo. Solana token address. This was interesting. Buy now with a debit card or crypto. I don't like to use Apple Pay, Visa, Venmo, anything like that. I've always just used the swapping apps if I feel like I need to. I never like giving access of cards over to crypto websites, and maybe I need to change in that way, but I don't think I'm going to change anytime soon. So there's that. Let's get out of this one. Announcing the Stargate project. The Stargate project is a new company which intends to invest $500 billion over the next 4 years building new AI infrastructure for OpenAI in the United States. We will begin deploying $100 billion immediately. The infrastructure will secure. I'm not reading all that. ARM, Microsoft, NVIDIA, and Oracle, and OpenAI are the key initial technology partners. Oh, wow. They're going to build a coalition here. So that means that Google needs to get its own coalition together, and maybe with Amazon, and they go back and forth with it. Interesting. Stargate. I mean, Elon Musk is going to Mars, and OpenAI is doing Stargate program. Jesus. Times are crazy. Remember Bitcoin is a meme coin? Remember gold is at 42% over the last 14 years. Oh, burn, Benjamin, burn. Benjamin's a great guy. You guys should follow him. Justin, Donald Trump makes first public statement on Trump meme coin. Oh, I did not know that. I didn't even know this. I hope it's not fake when I play this for you guys very fast. I hope it's not fake.
You launched your crypto coin the other day. Do you intend to continue selling products that benefit yourself personally while you're president?
Well, I don't know if it benefited. I don't know where it is. I don't know much about it other than I launched it. I heard it was very successful. I haven't checked it. Where is it today?
Hey, you made a lot of money, sir.
How much?
Several $1 billion, it seems like, in the last several days.
Several billion? That's peanuts for these guys.
Damn, he knows how to tick off the media, which is hilarious. There we go. All right, let me put my volume back down. Get the music back to rolling. There we go. He didn't talk about it too much. I see, again, this goes back to the point. I don't think he really messes too much around with the crypto. I think his, like Barron and some of his other guys around, they're doing a lot of this stuff, and it feels like, you know, that's what it feels like to me. Let's see. Border czar Tom Homan, deportations of criminal aliens have begun. There's a bunch of stuff happening right now. Oh, Elon got in trouble. Mainstream media tried to go after him hard. He did a Rome salute, or like a throwing your heart at the crowd, and they thought he was a hitty. I don't even want to call it. Don't want to get in trouble on YouTube. Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong predicts Bitcoin will get into the millions, multiple millions price range. Sure, yeah, I know it will, but like that's gonna take some time. You think Bitcoin is expensive at 100K? I see it as dirt cheap at 900 trillion world of assets. Oh, and a 900 trillion world of assets. A 10 million price per Bitcoin isn't a dream, it's destiny. Damn, Scotty, he knows what he's doing. Checking at 3 a.m. the Bitcoin price. Ross Ulbricht's free. Let's see. Strategic Bitcoin reserve is happening. Tighten your seatbelts. There's a lot of stuff happening these days. Let's see. I don't know if he's too much about Bitcoin, but I know Trump is, of course, and she's like crazy about Bitcoin. Crazy. I saw her in Nashville. All the Barron memes because the guy's so fucking tall. When you outperform all of Wall Street because you follow some psychopath on X who kept telling you to buy Bitcoin, so you did. But isn't he in trouble because his wife is doing some crazy stuff down in LA? Let's see. The Trump pardon, yeah. Let's see. Giant Bitcoin logo displayed on the Las Vegas Sphere. See, I never know if it's always a Bitcoin logo or like who's paying for that type of stuff, or it's just a one-time thing and everybody retweets it like as it's just happening today. Waiting for Trump to announce the Bitcoin strategic reserve. I don't know. I don't know if that's happening, but I think it is. I just don't know how long they're gonna make us wait for it. Breaking Senator Rand Paul urges President Donald Trump to free Ross Ulbricht. Oh, wow. Rand Paul making moves, trying to influence the big guy upstairs. Let's see. Anything else? Ichiro. Yeah, Ichiro's his own class. Ichiro's in his own class. But you go back where all this started. Yeah, Melania token, not so hot so far. Part of me wants to buy it just to buy it. But man, like, it's high risk, you know what I mean? It's very high risk. It's just one of those things like, ugh. Meanwhile, you got Bitcoin looking okay, you got Trump looking okay right now. Hopefully it can swing up and make a big breakout. But even this, it needs to have a breakout in the next half an hour or so. Otherwise, it is going to be heading back down here towards the high 30s. Maybe mid 30s, perhaps. How's oil doing? Oil's coming back down. Energy's coming back down a little bit. That's good to see. They're already forecasting that. Let's see. I wonder if the people who say that that generally believe that or just maliciously trying to spread it around. Which part though? He said that peanuts for these guys. He's really the GOAT. he's pretty interesting. That's when it flopped 30%. Yeah. Oh, when the Melania token came out. Yeah. I have a dedicated monitor with 5-second composite on AGGR, traded with a casino sound, effects on liquidations. Oh, yeah. I used to use that every now and again for my, I might still have it on there, the Dogecoin Bitcoin streams. I don't use it all too often for my personal trading, but when you see some of those big sales, you're like, damn, there's some drama happening in this space. Some really bad stuff. Let's see. Oh, Chinook, yeah, so if you ask me and you look at what, let me see, hold on, let me pull this up. Elon salute. Oh, I didn't type in salute properly. Hold on, here, guys. Loki. Can't lay down there because I'm gonna roll on your tail. So, 1, 2, 3. There you go. All right. So Elon did this. Just wait. It's a little bit grainy. That's X's fault, not mine. We're not listening to him talk. Oh, maybe it is. Yeah, there you go. Maybe that? See, but that's a chest outwards, like, you know? And he goes back to holding his heart, yeah. And then, of course, you see all the other people. Everybody's all done it before, I guess, because it's like waving, you know? You know? But yeah, if you ask me, I think it's more malicious, because if you go online to YouTube and you just... Actually, let me get out of my YouTube, because my YouTube's more conservative leaning, because I have more conservative economic views. If I type in Elon Musk salute, it's already there. All right. Where is it? So here you go. This is from the Telegraph. Elon Musk makes Nazi-style salute at Donald Trump's inauguration. Stefanik says Elon Musk did not do those salutes at Trump inauguration. Elon Musk sparks controversy with gesturing resembling Nazi salute. This is European news. Elon Musk slammed for controversial Nazi salute at Trump inauguration rally. James O'Brien, liberal guy from Britain. You know, Elon Musk faces heat for making Nazi salute at Trump event. You know, ABC News Bay Area. Elon Musk facing pushback for post-inauguration salute. Right? Politics Joe reacts to Elon Musk's Nazi salute. Right? I mean, you know, if you thought, okay, let me say it this way, twofold for everybody out there. If you thought Trump was going to change if he was reelected, he's not going to change. He's going to do the same as he did before, except for he understands the game better this time and he'll be more efficient at it, right? If you think the media is going to change because people knew that they were lying about Biden being perfectly mentally, you know, perfect brain and all that type of stuff, and they got caught and they were going after Trump every day. If you think they're going to change now because Trump got elected, no, they're going to do the same thing over and over again. It's just the way the world works, and you know, there's a lot of malicious people are behind it, right? That's just how bad the system is at this point, guys. I don't know what to tell you. It's just not good. I truly believe it's more of a malicious attack style, because they perceive Elon to already be like that, right? He's already perceived as being that person. I think of Elon Musk as not the politician. I think of him as the more of the innovator, the guy that's building up Tesla, the guy that's building up SpaceX and stuff like that, the Boring Company, all this, you know, random crap. That's what I consider him as. I don't really care too much about his politics and what he does. I know he has a stake in the way money is spent and stuff like that, and fine, I get it. He's going to have influence. I get it. But it's like every president is influenced by a billionaire. I mean, Joe Biden just gave the Medal of Freedom to the Soros guy, right? I mean, it's just the way the system works. Should it be more fair? I mean, I'm sure, but like, is it gonna be more fair? No. I mean, for fuck's sake, Donald Trump himself is a billionaire. I think people forget that sometimes. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I'm more of the malice side, though. I think it's more of malice and disinformation from the media, and not so much of like, oh, you know, they think it's yeah, it's just more of malice, in my opinion. I just don't think he had to be that open about it if he was one. The pardons are not reversed. Yep. Right. It's just Elon being happy and awkward. See, I don't think many people have actually seen Elon speak before or any of his tech announcements. He is a fucking awkward guy. Have you ever seen him on Joe Rogan? He takes some time to think, and he used to be a lot worse than what he is now. I think people forget that he used to be really blah, 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 all over the place, right? And I still liked him because I have some ADHD, I have a little bit of autism in my own brain. I'm like, I don't have those type of moments, but I kind of understand it. Like, man, overwhelmed, you know, going on a crowd, explaining some big project, you know. Remember when he broke his own window with the sledgehammer? You know, like, dude, like stressful times. But yeah, I just it's not good from the media. And again, this is why I don't ever recommend people watch CNN or MSNBC or even Fox News. I just don't think they're good sources of information. If you want maybe kind of a general gist of what happened, I would say go for it. Sure, you can listen to them. I just don't think you guys should make rational conclusions based off of what just a CNN tells you, just a Fox News tells you, just a MSNBC tells you. Because once you dig a little bit deeper, you know, often, you know, they had some mistruths and they don't really care about those mistruths. Remember, a CNN just got proven to be defaming some veteran, and the text messages were all about, oh yeah, we're gonna get this motherfucker, like we're gonna get him. And I'm like, damn. You know, you had people at CNN saying they were going to target this guy and get him. And I'm like, bro, like producers, the people in the back, you know, they have a lot of control. They can, you know, they can make up these false narratives. And you know what? Those false narratives, if circulated enough, the algorithms pick up on them, right? And they go viral. So, for example, when I just showed you guys that a few seconds ago, I go to incognito mode. YouTube. Elon Musk. If I zoom in here, I like how people are trying to spell it. Saute. Oh, I don't know what the heck's going on. But you can see that it's being ranked right now because some people are searching for it, and they're only searching for it because the media is pushing it so hard. And I might say media and influencers, because this is an easy way to get views. Like, for instance, one of the things I saw yesterday is when Trump did his inauguration, his hand wasn't actually on the Bible, right, when he was swearing his oath. And that's because the Supreme Court justice started before Melania got over to him. So by the time she got over to him with the two Bibles, he was already going through the motions of, like, you know, I solemnly do swear and stuff like that. X-Feed is the new best way to see the truth. Yeah, I mean, I prefer X. I'm going to be interested to see what happens with Facebook and Meta. To be honest, I don't really use Meta, so I'm just going to try to check it out to see if there's anything new, right? But I'm not really a Meta user because, again, they've shown that they will, you know, fold to the government in a heartbeat. And hey, Bruno, we were just talking about that. Actually, there's a lot of stories on it now. Like, it's definitely some good news for people that wanted him gone. So his son doesn't have to pay taxes, but we do. Yep, Silk Road will return. Thought no one was above the law. Dude, everybody, there's so many people above the law. There's so many people above the law. That's just the way the world works. They just say nobody's above the law when it comes to the other party, right? Democrats are going to say it about Republicans. Republicans are going to say it about Democrats, but they both have people that are above the law. That's just the way the world works, and I hate it. I hate it. Trust me, I hate it. But I'm like, there's nothing I can do to change that. I might as well make my money in the markets, like do stuff that makes the government not care about me. I'm not going to challenge this, like that. I got to vote. That's how I exercise my freedom of speech. You know, that's all I do. But have to say, Yeah, there's a lot of people above the law, my man. There's a lot of people above the law. I wish there wasn't, but that's just not the world we live in right now. That is not the world we live in. Let's go back over here. I want to see Bitcoin very fast. Let's go over here to this one. Let's move my head over here so I'm not blocking anything. And maybe zoom out a little bit more. There we go. Let's see. The laws are for you and me? Yeah. The law's not meant for everybody. It's been that way for around the world, though. Excuse me. Let's see. At Bitcoin 2021, we recorded and played an interview with Free Ross. It was the first time any of us had ever heard his voice. I hope we get to hear it again very soon. He is free. That is true right now. And I'm curious when this announcement will come. I think the person to follow would be Loomis, though. Senator Loomis. She'll probably have a pretty good idea of what's happening there. The Bitcoin arms race is on. Let's see. So United States owns about 200,000 Bitcoin. United Kingdom owns around 61,000. Finland owns 90 Bitcoin. Bhutan owns 12,000 almost. Bhutan, okay, coming out of nowhere. Bhutan, look at them. China owns 190,000 Bitcoin, right behind us. Ukraine owns 46,000 Bitcoin, interesting. Georgia owns 66. Venezuela owns 240, and El Salvador owns 6,000. I'm almost surprised there's not more, to be honest, but if America tries to buy it, everybody's going to follow America along here. Jesus, breaking. MicroStrategy shareholders vote to increase the total number of shares to buy more Bitcoin. I like MicroStrategy, but there's going to be a time where that thing crashes and burns, and I want to own some options on it. I'm just hoping those options don't have a crazy amount of implied volatility, because then they will be worthless. Babe, don't leave. Trump will announce the Bitcoin strategic reserve soon. Oh, man. 1 Bitcoin, 100 million sats. Dating JD Vance when he was a fat emo kid is like buying Bitcoin in 2009. Usha is one of the greatest investors of all time. Oh, man. Yeah, here you go. Cynthia Loomis. I don't know if I actually follow her or not. Do I? No, I'll follow her right now. All right. She's followed by a lot of people I follow and stuff like that. So great to meet with David Bailey. So the future of Bitcoin and digital assets in America has never been brighter. Anthony Popliano says, if Ross Ulbricht got the pardon, we are definitely getting the strategic Bitcoin reserve. Trump will create history with the stroke of his pen. Oh, there was no breaking news happened here, because it would have went viral if it is. This is just him interviewing them, but not really getting any news out of them. Pump. I hope we can get a pump here. Only thing about these is you never know if they're going to wait to the very end to pump or if they're going to pump early. Let's see. Me watching my past self swap my Bitcoin stack for Ethereum. Oh, Bitcoin is going to be much higher. This is interesting. Yeah, this is that Bitcoin gala that was there. Oh, it was fake. I fell for it. Your ex-girlfriends when Bitcoin hits $250,000. Oh, man. I would never let them know that I had Bitcoin. see. Breaking Critical Metals Corp will acquire up to 500,000 of Bitcoin as a part of a new Bitcoin treasury strategy, gradually then suddenly. Interesting. All right, that's about the gist of it when it comes to Bitcoin and stuff like that, though. But overall, I still like what I'm seeing right now. What are you guys talking about that? MSTR is going to go back over $500. Give it some time. The volatility will really keep it going, in my opinion. But yeah, I'm pretty optimistic about MSTR. MicroStrategy has been very, very good overall. Hulk it. If the strategic reserve might take some time, then at least it'll make the US-based crypto projects a good boost. Overall, yes. And remember, crypto is one thing, but the blockchain technology is just another thing as well, right? So Trump is going to get a lot of miners over here to start mining Bitcoin. He's going to try to bring cryptocurrency business over here once we have regulatory clarity. All of that's going to happen. But as far as the crypto token and the crypto trading sort of thing, that's a little bit more complicated, and I think he's going to outsource a lot of that stuff to the SEC and the FTC. One of the things I believe we have to look forward to, though, is that we have a Treasury Secretary that likes Bitcoin right now, and then on top of that, as we try to figure out how to do this Bitcoin reserve, I don't think it's going to take a long time for it to come to fruition. But maybe that's the next catalyst we need to see Bitcoin start heading towards $115,000, $120,000. Maybe that's what we need to see, is some big announcement about the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve and how much Bitcoin the government really wants to buy, because that could be a game changer for us. That could really be a game changer. Argentina is going to be the Dubai. I'm curious. There's a lot of stuff going on in Latin America. It's my hope that this year I can try to go to maybe one or two conferences in Latin America, maybe one in Brazil, and then maybe one in Colombia if there is one. Actually, let me see. I can probably find some. Hello, boy. Okay, here we go. We gotta take a 10-second break to give Loki a little bit of a treat. He's already here. You want a treat? Clown on my thing. Yep, thank you. Sit. All right. Good boy. Yep. Chomp, 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 chomp. All right, let me go back over here very fast to this. I know my friends have a list of all this stuff. I just forget. Let's see. These are not anything these are not crypto. There's a few of them, not really. Digital asset. I'm not going to UK. I'm not going to Dubai, although the World Web3 Expo would actually be pretty nice to go to. Let's see. Damn, nobody cares. I mean, the CBDC conference, that's in the Bahamas. That's about as close as they want to go. Oh. Oh, here you go. Peru Blockchain Conference. Give it a second. Only $29 to get access. Wow. VIP is $199 and experience is $400. That's not bad at all. Let's see. There we go. Access to meet and greet with Hernando de Soto. Oh, candidate for president of Peru 2026. Oh, interesting. Oh, I already saw the ticket prices. Never mind. Now, where is copy? I'm not familiar with this part of Peru. I know Peru, but just not. Oh, it's in Lima. Okay. Yeah, see, I'm way up here. That's a little bit of a journey from Washington all the way down there. But I think it might be worth it. And it's in here somewhere. Alright, maybe that'll be something I go to. It's an upscale district of Lima province. Ah, so yeah, it's definitely a ritzier spot. I'm trying to see the crowd. It looks like there's enough people in there to go. There you go. Yeah, this explains it. How crazy Bitcoin's been. Now I hope it goes up to 120,000. That makes some dreams come true. And hey, Kathleen, happy to see you. All right, guys, I'm gonna call it a night. I gotta chill out for a little bit. I gotta take a break. My stomach's actually killing me right now. I don't exactly know why. I think I ate something that wasn't too good. I'll try to stream tomorrow in the morning if I wake up early, and then if not, I'll try to stream at noon. And then I'll try to stream. I won't be streaming at 5 because I'll be in Seattle at 5. See, my schedule is so freaking crazy these days. But I'll try to hit you guys up when I'm able to. Relax, talk about politics and all good fun. If you guys want to keep talking about that stuff, go over to the Dogecoin stream. And I hope you guys all have an awesome rest of your night. I don't